The Human Resource Service Center, together with Simplified Options Uganda, present What are Competency-Based Questions? Compiled by Ivan Nkono. Read by Eddie Chigozi. Previously, on competency-based questions, we looked at 10 key competencies that interviewers often focus on. We are now going to deal with how to prepare for and how to answer competency-based questions. The best way to prepare for competency-based questions is to practice actual questions as much as possible. Use resources such as those provided by Job Test Prep. Preparation for any type of interview will help increase your chances of success. But with competency interviews, it is especially crucial so that you are able to recall scenarios that demonstrate what the interviewer is looking for. To adequately prepare, you should explore the skills and competencies that you will be asked about. Although this sounds obvious, it is surprising how many people fail to carry out the correct research to ensure the answers they provide are strong enough. As an example, if the person specification states that you require good communication skills when dealing with customers, the role is likely to involve complaints handling. So you will need to highlight skills such as empathy and understanding while being assertive. Alternatively, if you are applying to a consultancy, they may look for evidence of communicating complex issues in a simple manner without as much empathy. Conduct some personal brainstorming to help identify a range of examples relevant to the role. Write these examples down and then select those which can be most closely linked to the specific competencies. Think carefully about examples that best demonstrate your skills and attitude, and which are most likely to impress the panel. Prepare your answers based around solid examples from your work, volunteering or academic studies. The most common competencies that are asked include problem solving, team working, and being results driven. Identify examples from your past experience which demonstrate that you possess those skills. You do not have to find hyper-complicated examples. In particular, the outcome of the story does not have to be extraordinary. What matters most is that the role you played in reaching the outcome was substantial. Learn to narrate using the STAR method. This means setting the scene, explaining how you handled the situation by placing the emphasis on your role, and detailing the outcome or result. How to answer competency questions. Interviewers using behavior-based interviewing techniques such as competency questions are likely to probe for additional details during your responses. Always make sure you provide concise, highly specific answers that are well explained, thought out, and detailed. Questions can relate to past failures as well as to past achievements. You must adequately explain why you failed to complete tasks. When such questions are posed, don't avoid mention of past failures altogether, but demonstrate what you have learnt from them. If you find yourself struggling to think of any prior experiences which are relevant to the question asked, give a hypothetical answer and describe what you would do if a similar situation were to occur in the future. A classic question is, tell me about a time when you failed to complete a task or project on time, despite intending to do so. Your interviewer will want to find out how you manage your time during difficult tasks and the reason why you failed to meet your deadline on this occasion. An effective answer would develop a positive justification for a past failure, as with the following example. During my final year at university, I failed to deliver my dissertation by the due date. This was because I was heavily involved in cutting-edge research right up to the end of my course, and was waiting for imminent results from surveys being undertaken by researchers at other academic institutions. Considering this was my final piece, of academic work, I wanted to ensure it was based on the most accurate and up-to-date sources of information available, even if that meant a delay in production. To ensure no marks were deducted from my dissertation, I contacted my course director and personal tutor 2 weeks before my dissertation due date to discuss my particular situation. I argued my case and was consequently allowed an extra 2 weeks to produce my work. Although my work was delayed, I feel that this delay was justified in that the work was of the highest quality it could be. Furthermore, I organized myself so that all relevant people were aware of a possible delay in the production of my dissertation. Weaker answers rely on negative justifications. During my final year at university, I failed to deliver my dissertation on the due date. This was because I was ill for a couple of weeks during my final term. Aim for positive justifications rather than negative ones. The Human Resource Service Center has created information storerooms on Telegram Messenger. These storerooms on Telegram are channels. These storerooms have been created so that you don't miss out on the important information that is shared by the Human Resource Service Center. The Human Resource Service Center document storeroom is where you can access the tips and advice on how to position yourself better in the job market. These are in written form. The Human Resource Service Center audio storeroom is where you will access the tips and advice that are shared in audio format. That is if you prefer listening to reading. For more information, don't hesitate to inbox any one of the available WhatsApp or Telegram hotline numbers. The numbers for both WhatsApp and Telegram are the following: +256 772 481 995 and +256 702 809 040. The Human Resource Service Center Information Storerooms. Knowledge is power. Tips for answering competency-based interview questions. In order to give clear, effective, and varied answers, consider the following pointers. When answering competency questions, you can give examples from work, study, or personal life, but make sure you give a wide variety of examples and a different example to answer each question. Don't go into too much background detail when answering competency questions. Your interviewer only wants to know about your past behaviors. Further detail is irrelevant. Make sure your answers and examples you use are the most relevant to the questions asked, rather than the most impressive or elaborate. Carefully evaluate the person's specifications. One of the most important elements in a competency interview is assessing your suitability in terms of core competencies. Take time to read and understand the spec, highlighting skills, experience, and knowledge that's important. Explore the company's website. Understand what the company does and what attributes current employees might possess. Evaluate industry intelligence. Find out everything you can about the industry the company exists in and the types of people in that industry who are influential. STAR technique. Think situation, task, action, result. This will help you to tell a story in a clear and concise manner while showing evidence to support your answers. Don't make your answers up. Your interviewer will find this very easy to spot. If you are soon going to have a competency-based interview, you may want to check out Interview Gold's easy online interview training with access to 500 competency questions and expert answers. The Human Resource Service Center is an international HR consulting firm. They offer human resource and business support services to a range of organizations, both within and outside Uganda. If you want to improve your internal HR processes and systems, if you want to outsource human resource services, contact the Human Resource Service Center by phone, by WhatsApp, or by Telegram. The number is +256 772 481 995.